After this, we just need to copy this if statement. After flag, we will write else, and we are just what we just have to do is we have to change this sign value, as we know that what we need afterward would be the array that has its first value less than the second value, and second value greater than the third value. Then the third value should be lesser than the fourth value, and the fourth value should be greater than the fifth value, and so on. If we decide the array is of n size, so it will go to the number of n times. But here if we are talking about 5, the size of an array is 5, so first value will be less than second value, and second value will be greater than the third value, and so on. First I have to correct this curly braces, then I am saying flag. The line of this flag does not equals to flag is for you guys. uh, go through the whole program and learn by yourself why I did this. You get confused, please ask me. Or what I need you guys to do is you just check the logic what this flag does not equals to flag is doing here. So we will move forward. System.out.println method, where it says the array, the rearranged array is for, I will just copy this earlier line and paste it here. So it is similar, you just need to do the smart work, not the hard work every time. So what we did here is we created an object, scanner object in the scanner class, and then we took two variables, that is n and I. N is the length of this array, and I is the elements of the array. So the third line is not mandatory, you can do it for your entertainment. Boolean flag value equals to true, where we did the switching of the values inside the array element. Then we said we had a bucket variable, that is temp equals to 0, and we created the logic. Then inside the for loop, what we did is we initialized I equals to 0, then took it to array dot length I, length minus 2 I plus plus. Then we had if flags value is true, then we said that if I, array I is greater than I plus 1, then in the else statement we said that I is less than I plus 1. So now we will run the program. Inside the console it says enter the length of array, I will give 5. Input the elements of array, I will say 1 2 3 4 5, and you can see the rearranged array by itself. As we discussed earlier that the output should, if we entered some array uh, or the elements of the array, so what the program should do is the first element should be less than the second element. So you can see inside the rearranged array that 1 is less than 3, and then the second element, which is 3, should be greater than the third element, that is 2. I simply entered the only chronological sequence, that is 1 2 3 4 5. So what how it rearranged it is, the first value of this array is less than the second value, and the second value is greater than the third value, which is 2, and 2 is again less than the fourth value, that is 5, and 5 is again greater than the fourth value, the fifth value, that is 4. This problem statement is the experiment in your course, so you must try it, and when you will try it, just make a word file, copy this code and also the screenshot of the output, and just send me on yuvrajjoshi@gu.ac.in. So moving ahead to the second problem statement, you just need to read this carefully, and your half of the problem will solve by reading the problem statement. So this problem statement says the problem to rearrange positive and negative numbers in an array. What is it? Method says this approach moves all negative numbers to the beginning and the positive numbers to the end, but changes the order of appearance of the elements of the array. I can see this problem solves here only. As you can read it again, the method says this approach moves all negative numbers to the beginning and positive numbers to the end, but changes the order of appearance of the elements of the array. Just see the test case. What it says: input you are giving 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3. Simple. Output says minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 3, 2. Just you might have other questions, the question that minus 3 would be should come earlier, but what we are trying to do here is just write. We just want the output, or we did it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter with the chronology of the output. Input is 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3, and output should be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. As you can see the sequence in the input, so the output is also coming according to the sequence of the input, and 1, 3, 2 after it gets printed. It should be 1, 2, 3. Okay, output is wrong here. So steps says that first declare an array and input the array element. Second, start traversing the array or go through the array, and if the current element is negative, the if the element the if the negative element comes, swap the current element with the first position element and continue traversing until all the elements have been encountered. So it says that if a negative element comes in the way while traversing, swap that element's position to the first position of this array, and continue traversing until all the elements have been encountered. Then third, print the rearranged array. Simple. So what we will do is that we are going to change the sequence of the program, like we were writing the logic afterwards. Now we are going to declare the logic earlier in the program. So inside the Eclipse IDE, we are going to the source and just right click it, new, then class. Inside its dialog box, just write rearranged, and just don't check the public static void main string args. Just finish it. So we have the class rearranged here. Why I did this is because I just want to create two methods inside it. So first method would be public static void main. I will write strings argument inside it. Strings spelling is wrong. We have to write a string there. Then another method which is public static, and this is going to be rearrange negative number, or we can just say rearrange neg. Inside this I'm going to pass two parameters, which is array element, and for the length of this element, as you can see while I'm writing n. Inside it, what we are going to do is, first I'm going to make it a void. So after this, what we are going to do is we are going to declare two data types, which are integers, two variables as an integer data type, that is I and j, where j equals to 0. So we have initialized this j, and then we are saying that